Hi, how's it going? I hope you are having a good day. I am doing a run of zodiac signs again, and I'm not quite sure who you're going to be yet. I haven't been doing pickle jar. I've kind of just been letting Jehovah tell me who we're going to check into right now. So welcome. I'm sending you a hug. I'm sending you so much love and light if you need it. Jehovah, can you just come on down here and just give us this love and this comfort and guide us like the beautiful stars that we are after you've changed us from being rats to stars, right? He metamorphosizes us, he heals us, and he cures us, and any weapon formed against me shall not prosper because God fights it for me. So he fights it for you too, don't forget. Jehovah, come on down and just let me know what's going on with this energy and who is it that we're going to be tapping into right now. You know, I'm feeling like this stars versus rats energy is already coming in. Like you're metamorphosizing, you're having this change in your soul. You know, finally in your heart space, you're being able to 111 follow your intuition and walk away from things that are no longer serving you here. And you're able to use your guidance and take back control here. Wow, that's good to know. Yeah, you're willing to take back control here, and I'm trying to, you know, what's this? 5 of Swords. Yeah, you're ready to defeat whatever took away your control, or you're ready to have this defeating energy around you, this attitude, so nothing takes away this control that you just know got balanced back, right? Wow, there's that 4 again. So here's that 5 of Swords. What's this really quick? Let's see. Ace of Wands here. So this brand new start spiritually because you're just tired of what's walking in your way of this path that you can have, you know, this new stars versus rats thing. So you have who are we tapping into right now? Who is this reading going to be for? I'm really trying to just listen to this call here, but I just have such this change of heart. 211, change of heart energy. Yes, thank you, Jehovah. Change of heart energy. So Jehovah, who's this change of heart energy for here? Change of heart. It's like you got humbled. You went through something extremely horrifying in a sense of like heart space wise, you know, like your heart was extremely shattered and broken. And right here at 2, 3, 4, you're able to ascend out of it. You know, you're kind of realizing that the person who broke your heart or whatever broke your heart does not feel one splinter of the shattering that we do when we walk away from what's no longer serving us, right? You're really recovering here from a broken heart. And you're really trying to look at it from this value of what do I have to offer myself and what did I have to offer myself back then? You know, what was serving me then to what's serving me now to have this happy stability. Yeah, who is this reading for here? Sagittarius. All right. Sagittarius, it's the first sign I've gotten. So Sag, you're really, like I said, you're ready to walk away, you're ready to balance it all, and you're ready to walk away from what wasn't serving you anymore, right? You have this push and this pull to do the right thing, yet at 333, you're still trying to figure out what's the best step for you here, and you don't want to be doing what's serving you in the wrong, what's holding you back from moving forward and not making these these vicious cycles, not making the same decisions over and over and over again because you want to have a truce with yourself, which would ever got you here in this broken heart space, which I'm already feeling. And then that way this doesn't happen again. You're ready to follow this guidance instead of waiting for something to happen, and you're just so clouded you can't see it, right? So here's Jehovah. He's going to hang out over here and watch over us. And 411 here, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on here. I am sending you so much love and light. You know that I care about you immensely. Jehovah, Yeshua love you from the inside out. They love every single part of you, down to every single hair on your body. Okay, every part of you is precious. Every part of you is valuable in their eyes, and every part of you is a prophet. Okay, that is how valuable you are. You know, you've been putting yourself on consignment down at the discount shop instead of saying, I can save myself and I'm going to add tax to it because I know how much I'm worth, damn it, right there at 444. You are protected, my dear, and you're protecting yourself by assets. All right, so Jehovah, for my divine Feminine's here, Sagittarian, and my divine masculine's here for Sagittarius. Please let me know what's going on here. Secret card is actually right here. All right, secret card right there. So for Sagittarius, let's see what's going on here at 511. Yo, what's going on with Sag? Whoop, there we go. 9 of Pentacles already shooting out. So you're a single person, or you're in separation, and you're realizing what your worth is here, really, right? You know, this is what Pentacles is. It's time, it's materialistic things, it's money. But for me, and how I read the cards, is it's for healing. And this is what we were talking about, is this is the star energy here. You're ready to step into your power. You've been stepping into your power here, Sag, which is great. And you're able to really see what you're worth. You know, you're gaining all of this internal value, which we just talked about. You're starting to see that you're really becoming a prophet here, but in a sense of like, where anything that you do and anything you say, 555 here, will change the aspect of how you feel in 20 minutes. You know, it's really becoming... you're becoming more cautious of the choices that you're making. You're becoming more cautious of what you're saying before you say it. 611, you're becoming more cautious about how you're acting. You're becoming maybe more cautious on how you're spending your money and how you're eating. You are becoming more cautious on your sleep schedule. You're not staying up so late anymore. You're not watching so much TV. You might possibly be reading here more instead of watching TV. You've really been grounding yourself outside. You've been taking extra time to take extra walks, and you've been taking that time to be one with God or be one with yourself. Been taking that time to listen to music, and a lot of you are like finding these new ways to center yourself through music, like a lot of ASMR or binaural beats is being played, chakra healing music, you know, maybe while you sleep. You know, there's just a lot of this intention to gain everything that's meant for you in the universe and this power, because you have this new divinely guided sense of self and you're feeling it. And what happens is that when this starts to happen more, it just continues this 711, the self-worth feeling, and all of the self-love is coming back into play. And how nice is it, Sag, when you're seeing this by yourself? You're like, this is just me and all that I have to offer. And look at this beautiful outfit you're wearing, or this handsome outfit, whichever. You know, you're standing there all by yourself in God's glory, and someone's going to come past you and be like, whoa. Is that a mannequin, or is that like someone who really has something for themselves? That's great. Like, wow, this is like, they're going to look at you, and this is what happens. They're going to look at you, and they're too busy looking at you, too busy looking at you, too busy looking at you, and then poof. Oh, this makes sense now. That's how she got all this, is poof, Jehovah just smacked her right in the face, right? You know, or him smacked you right in the face, okay? Flip energy is the way that we go, because this is inside of everybody, you guys, okay? Just kiss it and blow away. If it's not yours, God will tell you in your gut if this is your trial or tribulation. So right now we have the 9 of Pentacles. So Sag, you have this passionate connection with yourself, 811 here, and you're able to ground yourself here. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus might be in your chart. So then we have the Queen of Swords in the negative. Now, this is a wicked witch and a half. This is a liar, a fresh manipulator. This is someone who will no longer tell the truth and wants to continue lies. This is someone who stirs the pot. This is someone who will give you that emotional sandwich. Like, oh, you know, I really don't like how you do this, because this isn't the way that I want you to do it. But, oh, you sure look really nice today. Okay, well, that's really good to catch up with you, but just remember that this is how you need to do it from now on. You know, they give you the good, or excuse me, the bad. No. Yeah, the good, the bad, and then the good. They try to emotionally sandwich you all the time, and you're kind of just over it. You're kind of at this point where whoever this is influencing you, and it necessarily could also be how you're showing up here, Sag. You know, you're stepping into your Queen of Swords energy too, 9 and 11 there that I saw. So Yeshua, thank you for being here. There's two different things going on here. This is the influences that have got you to this point of trying to center yourself here. You know, you're trying to put away all of this untruth part of you, this old self of you here, you know. But then this part of you that's coming into your power is you're ready to stand up for the truth and say the truth, and you're not going to be afraid about it. You're going to be up and blunt, and you're going to be manipulative in the sense of positive intention. You're going to be able to say, okay, this is the truth, and it's going to make them think, and it's really going to get yourself going here. Like, wow, it's going to feed this power in of you, because you're going to be able to stand up in the truth, and all this clouds behind you is going to power your butt up to just, you're going to illuminate even more at 10 there. There's an ending there. You're going to be able to find all of these truths here as the Queen of Swords. And, you know, maybe you're having a hard time with another Queen of Swords in here, 10, 11, that's influencing you, because I keep getting that influencing energy. And you're just really tired of it. And there's 3 of Pentacles here now. So once again, you're trying to ground yourself. You're trying to, if you look at the spread here, you guys, Sages, here's you. And you're like, okay, I'm trying to make it work with this Queen of Swords here, this influencer, okay? This isn't even about you and this part of you anymore. This is about them. This is just this influencing energy that I have, okay? So here's you, and you're like, I'm all pretty and stuff, but this Queen of Swords is still like, okay, how am I going to collaborate with her to keep her under my power? Or how am I going to collaborate with him to keep him under my spell? How am I going to make this work over time to bring her self-worth down? You know, when the Queen of Swords comes in the negative, like I said, that's very wicked. There's black magic there. There's evil intentions. Satan is driving this person all the way down to the ground, to the pit of hell where they belong. Okay. They are trying to focus on what's going to take away from you. And that is not good. And that's part of this whole stars versus rats thing. Look at this shiny star that you are, and look at this rat. Okay. Let's see what else is here. Right, Yeshua, can you clarify this 9 of Pentacles, please? 9 of Pentacles for Sagittarius. All right, so we have Temperance. So here you are, my dear Sagittarius, my dear handsome man, dear beautiful soul of a woman, either way. Temperance is here, and you are really taking this time. You've been patient enough with this Queen of Swords, this bitch and a half, and you're just, she's so focused on how is it going to work to keep you in her sponge kitchen sink, you know, like she's a complete narcissist. This Queen of Swords energy, whoever this is, divine femme or divine masculine, whether it's your mother, it's a boss, it definitely could be a boss at work, because you have this, it's all Pentacles. Whoever this person that's trying to be in control of you is no longer allowing, you're no longer allowing it. You're like, okay, they're trying to collaborate with me on how to get me down because they're narcissists, and I'm an empath here at this point. This is how you are, really, I feel. You're an empath recovering because you're a kitchen sponge, and this narcissist is completely taking your water every single time, and it isn't doing any good for you. So not only is this Queen of Swords trying to block how you can collaborate with yourself, but they're trying to block how you can collaborate with them. And here you are saying, how in the hell am I going to get out of this here? I got myself in this mess. I don't want to be treated like this anymore, whether it's work or home. It doesn't matter. There's just another influencer here. And even if it's you trying to muster up the courage here, like this could be it too. You might be trying to tell your boss off too at the same time here, or whoever's at home, right? It's probably a boss. I'm really getting it here, as this is the boss energy. You know, something's going on here, Sag. There's duplicity on the screen here, because I can't help but keep picking up on this self-love. And you absolutely have self-love if you're dealing with this shit at work, but there's parts of the screen here that I know that aren't dealing with this shit at work. And this is you. You're really trying to figure out how to collaborate with your new self as you walk away from your old self here. Okay, so there's one side of the screen here that's having a really hard time trying to figure out where to go on this new path, because they don't want to be this wicked bitch and a half. Or there's parts of you, Sages, that are having a really hard time at work, and you're trying to figure out, is this what's meant for me? Is this the job that's meant for me? You know, patience is here, and you've been enough patience because money is involved. And here with this influencing energy, you've been patient enough because the money is here, is involved too. However, this is your worth. Inheritance might be here. This is 9 of Pentacles, and the next thing is 10 of Pentacles. You know, you're well on your way to that, even within yourself here, Sag. So let's see what else is going on with this other card. Okay, and this is Angel, so you're divinely guided here at 1411, and this is a victory to me. So you will have a victory here with loving yourself here. Okay. Yeah, 7 of Wands here. Here we go, because you're constantly going to feel like you're getting attacked here. You're spiritually attacked at any given time by this Queen of Swords here, going back to this work situation now, or this worth. Even just this Queen of Swords could be another alpha female. She can be your mom, a sister, a friend, a coworker. It doesn't matter. Something here with where you work or your self-worth. They're taking away your self-worth and you're over it. And you feel like, I gotta do something. Oops. I gotta do something about it because I'm going to continue being attacked if I don't let myself be known that I don't like being attacked, or I continue to allow this to happen, right? 8 of Swords, the next step is communication. Excuse me, 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is communication, which is what you need to do to clear the air here to get this bullshit to stop. But I said 8 of Swords. So you have a lot of anxiety about approaching this. It's like, you know that you need to clear the air here. You know that this is no longer serving you, whether it's work or home. It doesn't matter. There's just a loved one who's no longer serving you, and you're trying to figure out, okay, I need to step in my own power. I'm guided here. I don't want to be attacked anymore. I need to find out the spiritual vantage point of this person, you know, with this patience here and taking it within to God, to be able to work at moving past them here. Okay, so let's see what else is here. Jehovah, can you clarify this 3 of Pentacles, please? 3 of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Okay, oh, so King of Wands is here. So this is funny because King of Wands, to me, this could be another person, because I don't feel like it's you showing up this way. It definitely could be, but I'm really feeling like this is another person. Like, this is the King of Wands that keeps attacking you too as this other influencer, along with this Queen of Swords. And you're trying to figure out how to get it to work with this bitch and a half. And you're trying to figure out how to get it to work with this King of Wands. And they're both looking at you with negative intention. You know, it's like you're dealing with the boss and your corporate leader, you know, or you're dealing with your mom and your father, or you're dealing with, you know, a friend and her husband, 2 co-workers here, you know, along the lines. Either way, it's just negative intentions. And this King of Wands here, this is his one more wand adds to this 7 of Wands here. So he's going to constantly be attacking you no matter what, just like this Queen of Swords is. I feel like both of them just really have poor intentions on you, which is why it's giving you all this patience to be able to earn this worth and to earn this experience, to love yourself here, Sag. You know, so here's another thing is that this King of Wands is one more in this communication. Once you guys have this communication about how it feels, he's going to have one more wand on top of you, which is 9 of Wands. And this is Wounded Warrior. You're going to continue being attacked no matter what. So it's kind of where you're stuck at this point where you're like, okay, it's going to take a lot of patience, but what is the best way for me to ground myself in this emotional situation? What is the best way for me to move on from this? Because right after this is the Devil in the Tower, and shit is going to break loose if you don't spiritually redirect yourself somewhere else. You're going to get spiritually ejected here. Okay, right before this is the Death. So you've already accepted that you know there's an ending here. You're just not sure how to exit. You're just not sure how to leave the situation that's no longer serving you in the best spiritual consequences for yourself. You don't want this tower to come and it's going to burn you a bridge when you don't need to burn the bridge, right? So Sag, let's see what's here. Oh, yep, 8 of Cups in the negative. Yep, you're having a really hard time walking away from this investment that you've made. And I mean, no shit. There's a lot of time here. There's 9 Pentacles plus 3 Pentacles. So it's 9 and 10. So there's an ending there, no problem. And it can be a happy ending if you choose it to be, you know. And then you've got 2 of Pentacles, which is change. You need to change the direction and how this is moving. You need to change the time that's being taken here. You need to change your worth. You know, sometimes we just have to walk away what's no longer serving us, even though we've invested so much. But we need to remember that when we walk away from something, we take something with it. Our cup is still full. And we have to stop focusing on the negative and focus on the positive here. And I mean, you have a victory. The Temperance is it's a yes. So, you know, this 8 of Wands, or excuse me, 8 of Wands, man, this communication, man, this 8 of Wands just wants to come up to me. I feel like you're gonna, you know, maybe you're having a hard time because you wanted this new promotion at work and you don't think you're going to get it because of this evil intentions here. Maybe you're having a hard time because you want to leave and have another job elsewhere, but you don't have a letter of recommendation or approval, or your resume is not going to be very good because you've only worked for this business and they're evil upon you. You know, there's just something here that's really being stuck from getting you to walk away completely to serve you in a higher good, whether it's home or work. I'm really feeling work here. If it's home, I don't blame you whatsoever, but you're going to have to leave the nest eventually here, and time apart, which all this is time, and fiery toxic passion. What would would you rather put your time towards? Filling your cup and gaining your self-worth again and adding that tax that we talked about, or tearing yourself apart for two people who don't even care, who don't even accept themselves to be able to accept you and have your highest good, your highest intention? They don't have it for you, I'll tell you that much. What else is here? Yep, the Chariot. So Cancer is here now, and this is the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio right there. And this is pretty much your car, the vehicle, the way that the communication moves, the house of the Chariot, of the communication, the way that the truth speaks. Right after this is the Strength card, and you're going to have strength to walk away, to be able to walk away from what's no longer serving you here. You know, and you might have, you might be losing this job here because you don't have a car anymore, or you might be, there's just something about a car here. And I know it's just the way that this communication is going. You're going to be, this is another thing, is that this is a yes, this is a victory. You're going to positively be able to move on from what's been holding you back before. Okay, you're going to be able to drive away from what's no longer serving you. Maybe you're getting a new car here because you've got a new sense of worth. Maybe you're getting a new job contract, and that's why they don't want you to leave. And that's why these last few interactions with your bosses here have been horrible, or your parents have been horrible. They don't want you to leave the house. You know, what else is here? What's our last card? Yeah, Page of Swords here in the negative. The truth, that they don't want you to know the truth. Whoever this is, these influencers here. You know, this Queen of Swords, this King of Wands, they do not want to know the truth. And when they see you to your face, they're still going to lie to you about it. They're still going to lie to you about this walking away communication. Or they're going to sit there and be like, well, don't leave. Don't leave. We love you. We can't do it without you. You're the best ever. And, you know, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, bullshit. I wouldn't have to be stuck right here in this emotional turmoil if it wasn't for you, right? One more card. Yep, Ace of Pentacles. Here it is. Here's this new life for you, sweetheart, Sag. This is the potential that Jehovah sees for you. And you have to take it, and you're gonna take it, because you guys, we saw 4 of Pentacles all the time at the beginning, didn't we? And here it is right now, 3 plus 4. You are able to take control of yourself here, Sag, and I'm so proud of you. You know, another thing that's coming through my spirit is you are able to take control of maybe a work situation and a twin flame situation, because King of Wands, divine counterparts to me, are King and Queen of Wands. Those are twin flames. Also Emperor and Empress, because they're divine counterparts, and they've got to go through all of that shit too. So you might be dealing with everything here. You're just ready to just, nope, you don't serve me either, and you don't serve me either right now. So I'm ready to walk away and gain control of myself right here. Okay, and I really feel that that's what it is, because we're looking at 9 and 10 here. 10 Pentacles, your happy ending, your fulfillment, your self-worth by yourself, and then you're constantly having a 3. How can you constantly be collaborating with yourself to keep this worth at 22, 4 and 4 infinity? How are you going to constantly be able to get this? How does this go, actually? Yeah. You know, whichever I'm trying to do here. Either way, you're constantly going to be able to collaborate with yourself on how to continue growing this self-love. And I'm so proud of you. Sag, I can't wait for you to have this new chapter with yourself, because there's so much potential here. You know, plus you're always going to have one more pentacle up on these bitches here. So, karma. Yeah, Page of Wands here, Death card in the negative. It's coming for you. And so is this King of Swords in the negative. Yeah, that's not good. Ace of Wands in the spiritual start there. There it is again. And your victory is coming for you. Empress. But let's see what this secret message was, okay? And then we'll see if Jehovah wants to add anything else here at 23:11. I like to keep these around 30 minutes because I respect you and I respect your time, but I can't put time on time. And if Jehovah wants to give you another message, he's going to give you another message. So let's see what this secret message was. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's see. 6 of Wands. Here you are. Victory. Yay, I beat those motherfuckers. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't see it? Let's have a rerun. Boom, boom, boom. Bye, Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh, Jehovah, you are so funny. You have so much potential in front of you, and you just have to get on your horse, kiss their asses goodbye, and move on to what's going to serve you. You know exactly what your worth is, my dear, and that's exactly what you need to do, is just rip off the band-aid of communication here and just let them know, like, fuck you and fuck you. But in the nicest way possible, of course, because we have to love our neighbor, but 24/11. But when we're still fighting our old selves and just the bitter and the angerness here, it's just like, nope, I don't fuck with you anymore. I don't fuck with you. That's exactly how I'm feeling. Like, you are just beyond done. But I'm so proud of you at the same time too, Sag, because you're just ready to leave, to exit. You're ready to exit in the most graceful way, in the most high. Like, you don't want to be petty about it, although part of you does. But you just want to be, yep, look at what else you guys can throw at me. It doesn't matter. You can have one wand on top of me. You can have one sword to stab in my back. But I have Jehovah. I have my faith. And I have everything that I could possibly need. So we have 5 minutes left. And I'm feeling called for my Eat the Word deck that I made. This is all scripture. And it also has all of Psalm 119. Which goes back to all Hebraic alphabet. And each Hebraic letter is a high arcana in tarot. Ain't that cool? So I love it because all of Psalm 119 is in here. So sometimes he brings out more high arcana in tarot that can confirm this and what's going on. So let's see what he brings out. I'm just going to have him bring out a few because, like I said, I want to keep it around 30. And then I will see you next time, I hope. And I'm so excited for you, Sag. Like, I literally want to go on a walk and just breathe in the fresh air because I'm so happy that this is for your highest good and that you're able to really decipher what's, you know, this is that energy that I was talking about. Like, you're able to, this isn't serving me anymore. So what am I doing with that? I need to go back over here and this is what's going to serve me. And you're able to focus on that right now. You really are, because everything, this victory that's going to happen for you, you know that this doesn't serve you. This no doesn't serve you. You're very, very good at grounding yourself while you're alone because of this patience, and you're able to really see from the inside outside. And now at this point, you've had this spiritual awakening and Jehovah's lighting your butt up and he's telling you, keep going, I have more to give you. So Jehovah, can you just throw out a couple scripture cards here for our Sagittarius and see what kind of comfort you can give them, and then we will call it a reading. Thank you so much, Jehovah. I'm so proud of this Sag here, and I want nothing but happiness for them. Goodness, I feel like he's being very stubborn about this. There we go. Jehovah, can you give some scripture, please, for Sagittarius? Thank you. I think I'm just having a really hard time gripping them today. I can usually grip this many no problem, but it's like they're fighting me getting the messages out. There we go. Thank you, Jehovah. Oh, I still don't feel a release yet, though. I don't feel a release yet. Oh, no, he doesn't want these. My stomach is just going off. For Sagittarius, Jehovah, thank you. Okay, now we're back on track here. Whoa, he's just really flying them out now. There it is. Thank you. My goodness. I feel that on the inside, and when it's just building and it's building, you know, kind of like if you're used to a panic attack maybe, or just, okay, I'm not feeling good, I'm really nervous. That's what it feels like. And then once I get that last card, it's just gone. And then I know, okay, I'm done shuffling. So let's see what he's brought out here, you guys. And I hope that this really helps you. I love you so much. Do not ever give up on yourself, okay? Seriously, we're going to just put this right here so you can just stare at your pretty damn self and like, yep, that's me. That's where I've gotten. All right, so Luke 19:9 in red. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save what was lost. Are you feeling pretty lost now, or do you feel found? Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so he brought Psalm 119 out, and this is the hay. And this goes back to the Emperor. Like, he's here, your divine counterpart here. And we were talking about this twin flame thing here. And so now it's just like, okay, well, if he's your Emperor, then he's really immature right now. And you guys are definitely not ready for this union. Or maybe this is third party, you know, either way. But this is just, the pictograph of this is like a man going like this. And it's just this revelation of, hey, like, hello over here, this control, right? Teach me, O Lord, to follow your decrees, and I will keep them to the end. Give me your understanding, and I will keep your laws and obey it with all my heart. Direct me in the path of your commands, for there I find delight. Turn my heart toward your statutes and not toward selfish gain. Turn my eyes away from worthless things. Preserve my life according to your word. Fulfill your promise to your servant so that you may be feared. Take away the disgrace I dread, for your laws are good. How I long for your precepts. Preserve my life in your righteousness. So thank you, Jehovah. That Emperor, that's a beautiful love, that whole divine counterpart. So no wonder you kind of feel so bounded in this situation here, because you're always feeling attacked, but nothing's ever changing, right? And you're pushing back here, you guys, because look at, we even have the 7 of Wands first, and now you're 6 of Wands. Like, nope, this isn't serving me anymore. You can come catch up to me, Mustard, when you're ready to act like a real man, when you're ready to act like a real woman, right? All right, so Jonah 4:4, the Lord replied, have you any right to be angry? Have you any right to be angry? You know, this is kind of like, this is where I feel like this temperance is coming in. Like, do I have any right to be angry at them? Like, sure, yeah, you do. But at the same time, God has had this happen for you for a reason. So why are you continuing to be angry? Like, do you have the right to stay angry, or do you have the right to love and be loved in return? Micah 1:9, for her wound is incurable. It has come to Judah. Wow. Oh, I'm really feeling it here with this King of Wands here. Yeah. And having an incurable wound that the devil put there in his many forms, you know, I really feel like this is why you've had this spiritual awakening, and you're ready to collab with yourself here, because you knew that you wouldn't be able to do this alone, and the bread has to come up through your nose and get you, right? Romans 8:17, and if children, then heirs, heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ, if indeed we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together. So yeah, you're really taking it up to God, and you're saying, God, help me. I'm so done with feeling worthless. I'm so done with feeling like I'm on consignment. I'm so done with feeling like I am not in the 9 of Pentacles here, that I am. And he has this whole valuable inheritance to give you up in heaven. So why wouldn't you be valuable here on earth, right? Hosea 11:4, I led them with cords of human kindness, with ties of love. I lifted the yoke from their neck and bent down to feed them. Wow, I bent down their neck to feed them. And I'm really feeling like that's the strength card. You know, there's that angel, which once again, you're already divinely guided here. There's that strength card with the angel looking down in the lion, waking his butt up and feeding him the word and telling him, hey, I'm leading you. I'm in control of you. I have only love to give you, yet you're bounded by this douchebag and his evil cords, his hate, his bounded control here, this emperor, right? 2 of Wands in the negative. The moon is here. So the secrets, the things, the truth that's hidden, it was blocking you from being able to spiritually move on, and you were holding on to it because it's such baggage. It's horrible. It's this moon is very manipulative. You know, in Hebrew, when the sun comes out, it's the resh, right? Well, the moon is the kuf, which is the back of the head, which is what we don't look at. We try to avoid it. It doesn't matter to us, but it's the secrets. You know, it's also the magic within here. And when it's negative, it's not good intentions, you know. The star is now in the negative too, so it's balanced for you. Unbalanced, I mean, it wasn't balanced. And, you know, I'm just going to try to find the strength card really quick, because I just want to show you guys. I know y'all have probably seen it, but for the ones that have not, we have to include everybody. Everyone learns differently. Everyone is patient and kind and loving, and we support our neighbor and our enemy. Okay, here it is. So now let me read this again. I led them with cords of human kindness. I'm going to get this a bit closer. With ties of love. I lifted the yoke from their neck and bent down to feed them. So he's feeding you strength right now to get through this whole emotional bullshit of the truth coming out, the revelation coming that this is never going to work, and you are divinely guided for a different path, and you have all this potential for it. Obadiah 1:3. The pride of your heart has deceived you. Yep. You who live in the clefts of the rocks and make your home on the heights, you who say to yourself, who can bring me down to the ground? Yeah, I mean, your pride has gotten to you in the way, but I also really feel like you kind of absorbed this pride because your King of Wands acts like this. Like, he feels just so high and mighty, and maybe this Queen of Swords does too, this boss at work. Like, whoever you're just getting all of this control from, your emperors, whoever, they just have themselves lifted so high up, and it's like, I have myself lifted here. My grass is green where I am watering it. And you cannot control them, but you've allowed them to bring you down to the ground so far that now you've been down in the dirt, and this is why you have to water yourself. 33:55 there. Numbers 8:1-4. The Lord said to Moses, speak to Aaron and say to him, when you set up the 7 lamps, they are to light the area in front of the lampstand. Aaron did so. He set up the lamp so that they faced forward on the lampstand, just as the Lord commanded Moses. This is how the lampstand was made, of hammered gold from its base to its blossoms. You're rebirthing yourself as this lampstand from your base to your blossoms. And you have to set it up inside of yourself, in front of yourself here. You have to see it. You have to feel it. Of hammered gold from its base to its blossoms. The lampstand was made exactly like the pattern that the Lord had showed Moses. Oh, so you're sitting here and you need this strength and this internal judgment. And all of a sudden you're illuminated and you're lighting within and you're beginning to gain this potential within yourself that's always fueling this self-worth here. You're always able to light your lampstand when you're fueling it from within. 1 John 4:9, for this the love of God was manifested. Manifested towards us, that God has sent his only begotten Son into the world that we might live through him. Yes, I told you, you can't do it on bread alone. And so you have to have Jesus to come down as the doctor's nurse practitioner and do all the work for him. And he's going to remove all your sin. He's not going to become it because he's still holy. He's just going to remove it. He's going to clean you and he's going to take care of you. Proverbs 19:8. He who gets wisdom loves his own soul, and he who cherishes understanding prospers. Yeah. It's like you have this understanding and now you're able to move on with experience, because first off, you're not going to fall for these red flags. Second off, you're not going to create red flags yourself. And third, you're not going to do anything that's not going to serve you anymore. And you're going to feel within your gut here if this is what's meant for you. And you're going to feel if it's where you're supposed to be at the time. Matthew 5:13, you are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled by men. Okay, this is salty. This is bitterness when they're not this beautiful twinkle, twinkle little star. When they are not a star, they are a rat. Wounds into light. I love you.